The next item in the Homeric World Prescribed Source objects is the gold rhyton in the shape of a lion's head. This item was found in shaft grave 4 in grave circle A, alongside things like the lion dagger. The gold rhyton in the shape of a lion's head comes from around the 16th century BC or BCE. It is found in grave 4, grave circle A, and it is now in the National Archaeological Museum in Athens. It is also made from sheets of gold, rather like the death mask found in grave circle A, shaft grave 5. This was originally for pouring wine or possibly other ritual liquids like oil, but probably wine, and the wine is said to have come from its mouth. It's important because, aside from being really cool, it shows metalwork techniques of hammering and possibly granulation and repoussé, and basically, it's really cool. The rhyton was made from a single sheet of heavy gold plate, over 630 grams of gold, and it would have also had a back plate of gold attached with 13 bronze or copper rivets, as you can see, because there are rivet holes all around the edge. The back plate is now missing. The features of the animal have been done in repoussé technique, while several of the details were added from the surface, particularly the incised decoration on the beard, muscle hairs, cheekbone hairs and the fringe, so incised where they're pressed into the metal, as well as the punched circles on the muzzle. All the circles are the same size, suggesting that a punch, a little mould that you hit into it, was used. And some of the features may well also have been done with granulation technique. The rhyton was meant to function as a vessel for liquid. It had a small handle at the back, you can see that at the top of that image there, and would have had a filling hole somewhere, probably at the top on the back, which is now missing. And then the liquid was let out through the hole pierced in the muzzle of the lion. Now, clearly, this is not something you're going to have at the dinner table and you occasionally drink from it. This is something that's going to be filled and is immediately going to start spewing that wine. It's going to look like you're drinking from the mouth of a lion. Lions, also seen on the lion dagger and the gold pyxis and the lion gate of Mycenae, were clearly a high status animal and maybe even a symbol of Mycenae. To have your drinks served in such a rhyton, to be poured from it, or you would actually drink from it possibly, would have been really impressive, and so maybe saved for important or ceremonial events. However, you might not have drunk from it. It may well have been used for pouring libations. Most Minoan and Mycenaean rhyta were made from clay and were cone-shaped, which would be more practical, although animal head designs were often added to the cone-shaped design. So that makes this rhyton particularly special. That and the fact that it's made of a huge amount of gold. Definitely a party or ceremonial piece. Now go and see the other videos in this series of the Homeric World Prescribed Sources.